Hello and welcome back. I hope that you've enjoyed some time for yourself this summer and are looking forward to a new school year. This week, we welcome 50 probationary and 50 temporary teachers, as well as 37 probationary and 42 temporary classified employees to Elk Island. Welcome to you all. The first few days are always a blur as we prepare for our students and for the important roles that we all have in Elk Island. I want to take this opportunity to highlight some of the key division initiatives and projects that we completed last year and are moving forward on for this school year. In 12-13, we completed an extensive review of the boundaries in the urban Sherwood Park and will continue to review the boundaries in the rural Strathcona County in 13-14. We will also be reviewing the boundaries in the Bruderheim area this year. The new school at Mundare is underway and scheduled to be completed for September of 2014. A lot of time and effort over the last few years finally sees the Colchester students successfully moving and joining the Fultonville students this September 3rd. 6 modulars have been added and work starts right away to modernize Fultonville. This project is scheduled to be completed by September of 2016. Rudolf Henning now provides for all junior high students in the fort, and École Parc Élémentaire is our single-track French immersion elementary school in Fort Saskatchewan. I want to recognize all the staff who have worked overtime to make these changes possible, especially the principals, Nancy Luckvissel, Joe Clark, MJ Nam, and Bill Suter. And behind the scenes, facilities and tech services put in extra time to prepare the schools for this fall. Some other changes effective for this year include a reorg of departments in central services. Facilities department moves into business services and tech services moves into instructional services. Tech services has completed significant projects over the last while to provide required infrastructure such as the new wireless, and now we can turn our focus to learning technologies. As you know, AC is gone, so IS has reorged and will continue to provide needed support and services to our schools. And if you're looking for student transportation department, you will find them in the previously named Curriculum Services building. The move should be completed by mid-September and new signage will be installed. Now, some other 13-14 priorities include a Healthy Schools initiative. This initiative is a continuation of the initial review completed in 12-13. Through a grant received for 13-14, schools will identify and implement initiatives that support healthy school cultures. The Education Act and Regulatory Review. The Board and Administration will review and make required changes to policy and admin procedures as regulations are completed and approved. Shared Services. The Board will investigate opportunities to collaborate with other organizations and school divisions in efforts to share and effectively utilize resources and services. One example is to review opportunities to increase the current cooperative busing agreements with Elk Island Catholic Schools. Emergency preparedness. The incidents last spring of severe weather and the fire at Sal prompted a review of our response procedures and our protocols. The review will also include developing a large-scale mock emergency response drill in 14-15. The work will include supporting organizations and counties. And I purposely end this list of initiatives with our most important work. Our 12-15 3-year education plan is moving into year 2, and we're following the direction set out in Inspiring Education, as well as our own plans to enhance how we provide education to our students. Student engagement is a key measure we're using to determine our progress and level of success. A progress report of year 1 was presented to the board and is now available on our website. Students don't hesitate to tell us how we are doing, and last February we held our second student forum, Our Voice, Our Future. Great success, and I'm looking forward to our third student forum being held this February 25th in Vegreville. Our students have informed us and challenged us to make learning engaging, relevant, and meaningful. Transformation is the term from Alberta Ed that describes the upcoming changes in our education system. I do not see education in the province completely starting over and building a different system. but I do see us changing how we provide education to our students. But we don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. We're doing some great work, and we want to recognize and build on that work. However, we are making a shift to more learner-centered, less content and more competency-based learning, and less technology to support teaching, and more technology to support creation and sharing of knowledge. Teachers are the single most important contributor to student success. Teachers need to be innovative, passionate, and positive about teaching. We recognize that developing positive relationships with our students is the single most influencing factor in their engagement and their success. And if we're to be successful in changing how we teach, teachers need to see themselves as the facilitators and the architects of learning. This also means changing how we assess learning. We will incorporate more qualitative assessment in addition to our quantitative assessment. This is a journey, and we have work to do as we move forward and develop a clear understanding of what this looks like in a school, in a classroom, or in new curriculum. So you can see that we have ambitious plans for this year, but that's not new in the education business. And finally, as a school division, we are always looking for ways to change and enhance our services. However, a focus this year is also to recognize the good work that we do at the division, department, school, and individual level. We're doing some great things in Elk Island, so let's talk about them. Recognize the work, the successes. Hopefully share best practices and appreciate the accomplishments and the good work. I've asked Karen McDonald, Director of Student Support Services, to bring you our first recognition for this school year. Karen?
Thanks, Bruce. Each and every day, amazing things happen in Elk Island Public Schools, thanks to our dedicated staff members. Through my role in Student Support Services, I have the opportunity to see and hear about the hard work of our teachers, administrators, and classified staff members to support students with special needs. Whether they're in special program classrooms or inclusive settings, students in all Elk Island Public Schools receive an excellent education. In June this year, two things happened that brought the commitment and dedication of one school in particular to our attention. The staff of Y School were honored with awards from two different outside organizations. Both awards related to the Y School commitment to providing excellent education to students with special needs. The first award was from an organization called GRIT. Each year, GRIT, which stands for Getting Ready for Inclusion Today, collaborates with many schools in the Edmonton area to support the educational programming of children with disabilities in their neighborhood schools. In June, GRIT presents an award to the education team that models best practices in successfully including all children in their school. This year, the GRIT Education Team of the Year award went to the Y School Kindergarten team, including Alicia Gaddy, the teacher, Becky Gascoigne, the GRIT specialist, Rebecca Roy, the educational assistant, Deb Buchan, the special needs consultant, Corey Kropp, the counselor, and Carol Brown, principal. This amazing team, along with the students' parents, were recognized at a formal luncheon. As GRIT stated, this team's professional practice reflects the values we all recognize as the qualities of an inclusive education team. Our congratulations go out to the staff of Y School for this award. Just a few days after this recognition by GRIT, another group of staff members at Y School were also recognized for their work in the area of inclusive education. The Edmonton Regional Coalition Teaching Award for Inclusive Education was presented to Crystal Wysick, Nicole Toker, and Mary Jo Norman for their work with students in inclusive classrooms. Wow! Everyone at Y School should be extremely proud of their accomplishments and celebrate the wonderful work they all do every day with all students, regardless of their abilities or disabilities. Congratulations to Carol Brown and her staff at Y. Back to you, Bruce.
Thanks, Karen, and well done, Y School. The start of a new school year is a special time. A new school year offers a fresh start, optimism, and excitement for everyone, students and staff. I hope every Elk Island employee embraces this opportunity to make a significant difference in the lives of our students. I thank you and commend you for the important work that you do each and every day. Have a great year.